Okay, so we'll continue from there. Caregivers, teachers, providers, and leaders around the world are experiencing the impact of trauma on their communities and their children. Traumatic events have the lasting impact on a child's ability to grow, to learn, and to develop. Thus, children affected by trauma are being denied their basic human rights. Okay, trauma, whether it's from domestic violence, at home, at school, or community violence or other circumstances, impacts so many of our children, and the adults in their lives may be struggling to find the best solution to support them. Okay, so how do we identify the learners that need help with trauma? Okay, that's just some pictures. Okay, so we're just referring back to the three modes Judy spoke about earlier. We'll start with the fight mode, arguing or defiance, okay, verbal aggression, for example, swearing, name calling, threatening, physical aggression, for example, hitting, kicking, pushing, throwing things, tipping desks or chairs, or back talking, or mouthing off. Okay, we'll just go to the second mode, which is called the flight mode. So for example, fidgeting, not being able to sit still, physically moving away from the source of stress, leaving the classroom without permission, leaving the school building without permission, purposefully avoiding contact with the children or with someone, and obviously being the runner, like Judy explained earlier. Okay, and then the last mode is the freeze mode. With this mode, we'll find refusal to make any contact, refusal to speak. We normally find this quite often in our counseling rooms as well. Minimum one-word answers, refusal to do anything or following directives, okay? Complete assignments or play or at recess, shutting down, holding breath, putting their heads down on the desk, or visibly shrinking inside themselves, or hoods up. Okay. And then there is just some other behavioral challenges as well. So some kind of language delay, sexualized behavior, general fearfulness, restlessness, hyperactive, difficulty identifying what is bothering them, difficulty with problem solving, difficulty paying attention, we have that quite often, problems processing information, and problems focusing on completing tasks. Learning difficulties, developmental delays, low self-esteem, shame and guilt, problems with emotional regulation, easily upset or difficulty calming, difficulty describing emotions, problems with communication needs, self-destructive behavior, trouble with memory and concentration, participating in risky or illegal behavior like drinking alcohol or doing drugs. I mean, we see this more and more with, with more younger kids as well. Okay, so how can we assist our learners, or how can we assist them with their behaviors? So number one is communicate with counselors or social workers. Besides providing specific information about your students, these are great resources for more information about recognizing and understanding the impact of trauma. Okay. Provide structure and consistency. Write the agenda on the board, for example, Use entry and exit routines. When a student knows what to expect, it can help him or her to feel safe. Ease transition. Give time warnings ahead of activity transitions. So for example, 3 minutes before or 3 minutes until we switch groups. Warn ahead of doing something unexpected. So for example, switching off the lights or making loud sounds. If possible, prepare the students for fire drills. Provide choice, okay? People with trauma history experience a lack of control. Provide safe ways for students to exercise choice and control with an activity and within the environment. For example, choice of seats maybe, choice of books, and whatever choices we can have them do within the classroom. Develop strengths and interests. Focus on an area of competence and encourage its development to contribute to positive self-concept. Okay? And then be there. A lot of working with students with trauma history is showing up every day and accepting the students no matter what behavior emerges. Be an adult in that student's life who is going to accept him and believe in him no matter what. Children can never have too many supportive adults in their lives. And I don't think we'll understand the difference that it actually makes, just teachers or adults in their lives showing interest, as Judy explained earlier, to ask questions. Make an out plan. Create a way for a student to take space in he or she feels triggered or overwhelmed during class. Designate a space in the school building, so if they need to take time for sensory break, to regulate their emotions. So Judy have explained, the corner where they have the tools that they need to or can use to regulate themselves. Okay, and Judy mentioned this as well. So take care of yourself. One of the most important things is to remember to take care of yourself. Use your own support system and make time to do things that fill your tank. Also remember that if we're not going to take care of ourselves as educators, nobody else is going to do that for us. So the saying goes, you cannot pour from an empty cup. You must fill your cup first. Okay, and then what values should we instill in the learners? So number one, valuing the elders. The elders are important to the family unit. Grandparents often help out with the raising of children. Grandparents may actually live with the family due to financial struggles, and we have that quite a lot in our communities. Children in these types of households spend lots of time with their grandparents. Hard work. When kids work hard in school, they learn knowledge and develop skills. That builds confidence and self-esteem. Doing well in school generally leads to good grades. It also opened the door to other important opportunities. Okay, and then responsibility. Define the word responsibility to them. Give out classroom jobs, for example, opening the windows in the morning or, sweeping out the classroom in the afternoon or cleaning the board. Provide clear classroom expectations. Provide clear classroom consequences. Praise students when they are responsible. And then the last one is kindness. A quick way to model kindness is maybe to greet each student when they come in your room in the morning. Find one positive thing to say to each student while they are in the class. Ask them how their tasks or assignments, etc. is going. Show interest. Acknowledge their hard work and effort verbally. Okay, and then there's just something I put together. In the classroom, we work hard, we keep our promises, tell the truth, help one another, care for one another, and most importantly, we have fun.